Good morning guys, Ghost Trevor here and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel and I'll bring you more daily videos like this. So welcome back to Asuka and we are looking at our Sunset Harbor district and our harbor, and one of the cruise ships have just left with 180 passengers. And I just wanted to have a look and see how many people are actually walking here. Because the one thing we have neglected in all the episodes so far is we don't have public transport. So we have no way of our citizens from being able to get in and out of the city and to be able to move in and around the city. So I'd like to think about that today. So I think I'm going to start with the most basic public transport, which will probably be buses. So I'm just going to think of a good place to actually put those buses. So, or the bus station and everything we need to get the buses going. So we do have a little bit of space out this side. And if I was going to do the tram and I'm going to do the metro, maybe I can do something out this way so that we can have those facilities and keep it away from the majority of the city. So keep the noise away, and it's right up against the mountains, so we can push it in quite nicely. So I was thinking that's a good idea, but first I want to just pull back this highway just that we can see what sort of construction and stuff we need. So I want to put the bus station in, or the bus depot. It's probably better to put it in by the industrial district. Let's see how big the building is. So if we're going to have a look, and we're going to have a look at the bus depot, we could actually probably fit it. Could just build up this territory a little bit and stick it in here. So let's have a look at doing something like that. So, okay, so we're going to level terrain. We're going to make the brush strength 100%, and the brush size is 100, which is a little bit too big. 70 is a little bit too big. 50 is fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag out this section of the land. We can always add key walls and everything we need after the fact. Just want to make some additional space, but not make it too tight. So if we want to at a later stage, we can have ships coming up this way, but for the moment we don't. So it's absolutely perfect. Okay, so we need to run it next to... In fact, if we just run it up here like this, then what I can do is I can move the water off the road. Okay, and we can have another road intersecting it over there and intersecting it over there. So we're wrapping it around, and we can move our parking. So we just got a little bit more space now. Perfect. Okay, and maybe let's just run an alley around the parking lot. And I'm just going to remove the intersections and the traffic lights. Okay, so let's get the bus station or the bus depot in. So I still haven't left enough space. Alright, cool. So we can actually come out a little bit this way, I think. So let me just pull this out a little bit more. When you see the grass comes in, then it means that it's registered that it's actually land now. So it's perfect. Okay, so we can get it in there. It's going to be used when the buses need to get in and out, so just upgrade that road completely. Cool. Okay, so there's our bus station, and I'm going to immediately upgrade it with the electric buses. Okay, and then what we need is we need to create routes and have a bus station. So we just need to decide where the bus station is going to be. This is quite far into the city. If this is the only way to be able to get in. So this is a good real estate here, but we do have quite a lot of medium residential houses, and we do have a park. We also do have this radio mast. So if we remove the radio mast, is there going to be a problem? Let's take this away. I'm just going to move it around for now. Let's put it there for now. And let's just check communication. That seems fine. It seems no issues at all. Okay, perfect. So we can actually delete that then. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to remove the road. I'm also going to remove the pathways. I don't want them to be able to cross the road anymore, not cause any sort of traffic jams. Okay, I'm going to remove the park for now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the multi-tool, and I'm going to choose the brush strength, make it 100%, and just bring the brush size down a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the trees that I've now added in previous episodes, just so that we can see what space and stuff we have to work with. Okay, and then we have to get rid of these houses and stuff as well, so just get rid of those two trees. These are medium residential, so there's quite a lot of buildings here and quite a lot of people living here. Okay, so I want to be able to, so I'm just going to pause the simulation for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a medium residential spot over here and replace those buildings we're about to destroy. Okay, so there is a little alley road which comes in here, so we could just curve this in. And it just creates interesting shapes. Okay, and the same thing, I'm just going to remove fallen floor from this area for now. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that gives us the ability to put in a few more buildings. Alright, so I'm going to put some medium residential there, some medium residential there, and there and there. That's actually quite a lot. Then I'm going to put low residential over here, just so we can split it up. And I'm just going to worry about parks and make sure we do have enough parks and everything to appease people. How are we doing? We're actually doing fine on parks. Okay, perfect. So some medium residential and some low residential. And now I don't feel too bad about demolishing these buildings. So we're going to go in and demolish these. A lot of families are not going to be homeless and they're going to have to find new houses. So hopefully they can move to that other area that we just made for them. Okay, and I'm just going to remove everything we've got going on here. Okay. We do have pedestrian crossing, and it seems to be quite well used, so I don't want to get rid of it. These are all the people that have now come out of the buildings. They're like, oh no, now where are we going to go? So hopefully they're not leaving the city. Let's see. Highly educated going home. So they have now got a new home, and he's going to his new home, which is good. You can check homelessness if we go into this tab over here. You can see that homeless, we've got 416 people that are homeless, and we've got our unemployment is 12.6%. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so now I want to bring in the bigger bus station. Try and maybe run it opposite here like this. I'm just going to choose the snapping, take the snapping off for now. And I can just very easily control it myself. Okay, and we can fill it up with whatever we want, but for now I just want to do a one way across the bow. We can just change the direction by doing that. And this one, I am not quite sure what we're going to do. Let's have a look. So maybe we can bring it down like that. Don't like the fact that it's broken all of these houses all of a sudden. We are going to lose some houses, which is not great. Okay, so there's just a random thing there. Okay, so we need to give the pedestrians a way of being able to get out of it as well. So there's the way of hooking it up to the pedestrian crossing. Okay, and I'm going to pause the simulation here because, well, now what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade it. So Extra platforms we don't need at the moment. Taxi stop, which is perfect. So they can come and call the taxi from here. And electric bus charging station. We don't really need that for now. And we're going to create our first 2 bus routes out of the city. So I'm going to use the far left one. And if I scroll out, I can see in the distance there's a new waypoint to Jamesport. So that'll be our bus route to Jamesport. And this will be our bus port to, if you just follow, you can see over the mountain over there in the distance. What is that? I've already clicked on it, so let me just bring it back. Okay, and then I'm going to go and edit these lines. So the first line, I'm going to make the ticket price 0, and I want to make it a nice red color. Okay, and the same thing for the other bus. I wanted to make an electric bus as well, so I need to do that same for the other one. And we can add a yellow. Let's just change this one to an electric bus as well. We did upgrade it, so we might as well use it. Okay, so that will immediately... feel sorry for these houses, but I might have to just change the zoning here and make it a little bit more commercial. I mean, it is a bus station, so... Okay. So bus station is in, routes have been created. We should see the buses now leaving the bus depot. And we can actually see how many lines, how many buses are on each line. So 10 out of 20, it's quite a lot. And the other one is 8 out of 16. So we can adjust it if we need to. But the buses are going to need to get onto the road network. They're going to need to get to the bus station, and some of them should leave, I would assume, and go out and start collecting people from outside of town. But what that'll do is that'll alleviate the traffic that's coming into the city. So you can see we're constantly getting a backup over here. And once the buses come in and do their thing...
I'm Chen Smith, and you're listening to Jade Road Radio.
Here comes the yellow one first. We can see people are starting to make their way to the bus station.
Who shall remain nameless. Stay tuned.
And there's our first bus. Collecting people. And then this will get out of town. And there's our red bus as well. So let's follow him out. Around that traffic circle, around this traffic circle.
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures.
Here's all the other buses. And this should take us onto the highway and out of town. So it's absolutely perfect. Our 2 bus lines are in place. It's going to take a little while for it to settle down. So obviously there's just a lot of chaos at the moment because all the buses need to get in and start their route. But they will even themselves out. I mean, you can see that all the buses is now trying to cram into the bus station. But there are people coming and going, so it is going to work. It's starting to work quite quickly as well. Alright, so let's go and see what's happening on the other side of our new settlement. Is our main city, or a high density version of our city. And here is the other developments that have gone on. So some quite nice buildings. These are the mixed use. I actually really like these mixed use buildings. I think they are really nice. Okay, so let's just choose anarchy, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a few of my own trees. Just fill this up a little bit. I think I put that tree on the road, so let's just take that one away. Okay. Okay, let's use the line tool here. So there it is, the advanced line tool. Let's just take it down to about 16. There you go. And I think we need to add some more commercial buildings and some more roads and stuff along the side of the water. So I'm just going to take Anarchy off for now. Just make sure we choose the same road. And Okay, so this is the electricity, which we don't really need. But let's just get it across. And then what I can do is I can run it under the bridge. Along the water like that. And then we can upgrade this road as well. Just add a little bit more capacity. Okay, and we don't need a bigger, so let's just go medium. Okay, and I just want to reduce that down a little bit for now. And I just want to upgrade this one, make this one a really large one. In fact, all the ones along this main road I want to make large ones. And then we can do sort of the medium ones off the main road. Okay, there we don't have space. Okay, so let's do two things. I want to remove the zoning next to the road. So I can do the same thing over here. We can probably make a pathway that goes across the road as well. But for now we don't need it. I just want to make sure the zoning isn't there. Okay, let's try and fill up some of the zoning in here as well. So if we could run something off the back there. And then we can run a road down here. Medium traffic circle over there. Okay, and then I want to get a road coming up here. Okay, so it's giving us quite a lot of... That's because I want to have some businesses and stuff in here. Alright, cool. So this is one of our... This is the Cinema City, or the Cine Vista. So it's basically cinemas, so the movie house. So we want to have some shops and stuff around the movie house as well. So let's just remove some of the fallen flora, just for the moment. You can always add our own back. Okay, I'm just going to make it a lot bigger, and then I can just do a lot more at the same time. Maybe 450 is a little bit too much. Okay, cool. And I can see immediately I also want to remove the pedestrian crossings and the intersections from those roads. Okay, so along here, obviously we don't want zoning there. Let's see what we can do. Perfect. Okay, so we want some shops. So I think some more sort of medium density. So I'm going to do a little bit of each. Let's just take that off, and the same thing on this side. We're going to have to just run a pathway down here. Okay, and then some shops. Okay, that should also help with our unemployment, so I should bring our unemployment down. So you should see our unemployment coming down. Let's just speed up the simulation a little bit. Do you have a little bit of industrial demand? We've got demand for lots of people. Can just maybe move this building a little bit over. And then it allows us to put these walks down the side. Okay. So maybe we can have some mixed. Although, I don't know if they need a park, they probably do. Okay, so next to Cinema City, do we want a sort of sports ground? There's a skate park. Let's put a basketball court in. It's pretty cool. Okay, and then we can just do Japanese style, mixed. And we can just control the distance here. Just delete that little offshoot. Once this is zoned in, I can remove that. Okay, so it is asking for more shops. Just help bring unemployment down. Okay, so we're going to go right down. Let's add some of our own trees in. Okay. Looking good. I think I'm going to take parking off this road. Where's our closest parking? It's over there. So we are probably going to need additional parking over here. Let's have a look at one of these big ones. I honestly don't know if we're helping with our unemployment or not. Let's actually have a look at it and see how it's going. 10.7, so it's still pretty high. I want to just move this for now, and then maybe I want to bring a road up and intersect. I think that'll be cool. I just want to get this off the main road. So if we can do something like that, that's perfect. See, there's a little bit more. I'll try and bring in some more shops. And then on this side we can bring in the mixed. And then on this side we can go down to lower. Just have a look at parks. I want to make sure that there's enough parking and parks making these people happy. It's asking for higher residential. We could do something as small as that. How big is that building going to be? It's quite big, actually. No, so let's not do that. Okay, so what were we doing here? I think it was the next. Okay, line tool, 16. Make sure we got the right tree going. Perfect. A lot of people are using this pathway. I don't know what they're using it for.
Area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Good news for all local residents. Public transportation within designated areas is now free of charge.
There's no such thing as a free lunch, but a free bus ride might just be your ticket.
We're going live to Kim, who is out on the streets to find out how local residents are responding to the new transportation policy.
I'm standing in line waiting to head downtown. And the good news is, I left my wallet at the studio. I'm getting taken for a ride this morning, free of charge. I have Gloria standing next to me. Gloria, what do you think of this new transportation policy?
I'm loving it. Every penny saved counts. I just hope it doesn't make the buses more crowded.
It's probably most definitely going to make the buses more crowded.
Divination. Forbidden magic. Of course, the first thing you learn, nothing is actually forbidden. It's all a matter of degree. There's gotta be limits, of course, beyond which things begin to break. But when too much still isn't enough, and you're not really feeling up for an unholy union, well, you know what I do when the darkness creeps in? Roller skating. I don't actually participate myself. You have to be a lunatic. But it is a tremendous sport to watch.
Okay, so
I can even sense it now. The second hand of doom. Silent.
let's use anarchy and let's just get a few more of our own trees in.
Twist, a sudden crack, and they all stand aghast and scream in horror. I've got to hand it to them. Those parents know how to party. You're listening to Jade Road Radio. I'm your host, Jan Smith.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that,
There we go.
I'd never get anywhere.
Starting to really take shape. Almost 70,000 people in the city. We're still making good money. We've got ways of people being able to get in and out. So let's have a look if the buses have actually helped the traffic. Look at this, guys. Okay, I don't like the fact that they are parking right here. So I'm going to take parking off the road. But then I need to give them a way of being able to park. So if we run a... I just hope it's not going to make this too busy. I'm scared it's going to make it too busy. So let's just remove parking from here. Round office. New office. I just want to see if there's anything that we would use here. Something that was unique. definitely not. Okay, so let's look at making this look a little bit nicer, I think. So we could actually have a nice detailed area here, grassy area. There we go. Okay, and we can bring in one of the big fountains. Maybe 3 of them. Okay, and some place for people to be able to chill. I just want to put a trash can in between them. We'll just use something like that. Okay, so I want to make it look a little bit prettier. So if we use the line tool, but we use the circle tool, and we decrease the space between, and I should be able to. Alright, so let's just choose something that's a lot smaller, and then we can bring the distance down a lot. I don't know why it's still doing that. That's terrible. It actually is terrible. Maybe we can have something else a little bit different here. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, a lot of people coming here. I don't know if I want to make this area too busy, but we could put some additional roads in, and we could get it so that it has some commercial buildings in here. Like that, and we got the pedestrian crossings back. Everybody's happy. Okay, how the bus is doing? We've got 65 passengers waiting, only 33%, so not even that busy. 60 passengers waiting, so we've got 18. Drop that down to, let's say, 5. And this one is 10, so we're going to drop this one down to 5. And that should make the ones that are currently being used a lot busier, so everybody's going to be happy. There we go. Absolutely awesome. So our new city is coming along, or part of the city is coming on very nicely. We've got parking, we've got everything we need. We've got some low residential, medium residential, we've got some commercial buildings along the side here. I think I'm going to do the same thing on the side, sort of mirror it, and then just go from density. So we're going to have the commercial, high density commercial, then sort of medium residential, and then down to low residential. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe, and I will definitely catch you on the next one. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers. Bye.